Okay, let's see what we got. There's an upgrade I drove past. Like, you might want to go that way and then down that way. There's a trailer. Let's see objects here. So I don't know. There's a fuel trailer. So fuel is definitely not going to be a problem. And then we have the last watchtower. Okay. Now it looks like there's going to be a lot on this map that we don't uncover with these watchtowers. It's still going to take quite a bit of exploration to figure things out. All right. I'll aim for the upgrade. Do I think I can go down this? That might be a mistake. Let's be smart here. We're one watchtower away from getting this all explored. I don't want to flip now. And there's nothing over there to winch to, so even if we didn't lose our engine, we wouldn't be able to ride ourselves. So let's just air. That could have been bad, but it worked out in the end. All right, so where am I going to get to this road? Okay, it's on our right. Okay, looks like we have a possible quest up ahead. I don't see a box for it, so that might be a mainline quest. Keep going a little further forward. Okay, this seems to be the spot. It's probably going to be slow going because of the snow and what have you. Once we get to the trees, we should be okay. Pull our way through. I think we're already in range of one. Oh, I actually see it. I see the gold box off to the left. Ways. And we're probably in range of one of the other trees. Yep. Yep. See if we can grab one of these further out trees. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm going to kind of keep to the right here. Because I want to stay with these trees. Oh, you know what? Actually, the trees on the left seem like they get us closer. Ooh, it's a little muddy here. I mean, I'm not sure how that makes much difference. Matter of fact, that's probably better than the snow. Yeah, it looks like we can get under there, over there on under our own power. Well, I said that until we sunk. Let's just grab. We're out of range, huh? That one tree. No, it doesn't matter. We'll still get there. Alright, that'll do. Another ray suspension for the Royal BM-17. I already sold that, so... It didn't seem like a bad truck by any means. I didn't like that you couldn't lock the differentials. It had good power. And it had, does have all-wheel drive. So you do have that going for you, but I think there's a lot of other trucks. I think the power of that truck gets you out of a lot of problems. So kind of makes up for things. You know what? Let's do some game planning here. So this road here might take us there. Oh, but that's right. How do we get around? I might be able to get underneath it somewhere. We might not be able to get this last watchtower. This seems to be the path that you get there. Well, I'm going to give it a try, but this is where the Lodestar might have to take over. I'm just going to go back the way I came. Well, actually, no. We want to go underneath it. I don't know how high the pipe is, like, to know if that's possible or not. There are spots you can do it in other maps. But I won't know until we get closer if that's possible. It may be, it may not be. It's just this bit I'm a little concerned about, because I don't know if I'm close enough to grab anything on the other side of the road there. But it looks like we're managing to move forward. Not quite, but I can do this. It will pull us that way, which is not really what I want, but maybe that was enough to poke us. Or, yeah, perfect. At that extended range, it really comes in handy. I don't know how much it extends the range by. I don't think it's double. I might be able to squeeze over on that right side. The left side doesn't seem like, unless we go really far down, doesn't seem like it's as promising. But this side, definitely right there, we have plenty of room. So, grab. Is that the tree I want? No. No. No, it is not. That's probably it. There we go. Sometimes the winch points aren't very obvious. The question is, do we get stuck in those rocks? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't think we can do it yet, but... Problem is, if I get stuck here... I don't see as much things to grab hold of. I'm gonna keep on a solid tree. I think that one's solid. We'll kind of shove ourselves forward here. That was a little bit more of a turn than I wanted. Now these are also something you can grab onto. I think we can pull ourselves under here. Yeah, plenty of room. Eh. A bit of a graphical glitch looks like there. Let's stay away from that. It's cursed. Alright, that worked out. That's another one of those situations where a scout vehicle gets by, but I don't know what else would. What? My one cat is getting me right now. Not time for her snack. They have a snack at 11. But sometimes they do things a little early. She might just want attention, though. I might have to oblige her in a second. She might have just ran away off. Well, not ran off. Alright. Oh well. Okay. Well, we got past that. It seems like the Hummer is going to be able to get this. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just get this. Oh. There we go. Pass this fuel out. So we don't have that sitting on our roof rack. But did I miss out on that one opportunity to get a fuel? That might have been somewhere else. Yeah. I think I drove past that area. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. We might have other opportunities. There might be like a fuel station here. I was more just concerned about... Oh, I should have had it in low range. Whoops. Yeah, this area would be a little bit more scary without the extended range winch, because I'm not sure how easy it'd be able to get these winch points. But yeah, so I think like the prevailing theme of this map is you don't... There's a lot of areas that are very open, so if you got stuck, you wouldn't really be easily able to fix the situation. And then the other thing, it seems to be the prevailing theme, is a lot of sloped roads. Alright, how we doing? Probably want to take this right. I don't know, I like this map though. Let's go ahead and turn our headlights on. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. And I think once we're done with this watchtower, if there's not an obvious upgrade to get, we switch over to the Lodestar and we do the other map. but this kind of stuff is one of my favorite things about this game. It's just the exploration. I really look forward to future maps. Ooh, put it in low range, give us some diff lock. Burning up the earth. Alright. A little hung up here, but once we get past this, we'll be able to go higher gear. Alright, there you go. We're definitely getting muddy on our truck. That's how you know it's been a hard worker. You know, I've got damage I probably could have repaired. I don't know why I haven't, because I should have the repairs on me. Okay. It's going to be a similar situation where we're going to have to shortcut. Well, I just talked about it. Let's do the repairs. It's not a lot of damage. Let's switch to the roof rack. Let's get that weight off the top. It's only 2 points, but hey. Alright. I'm going to mark where I think I might be able to cross over, and then where the watchtower is, just so got that going for us. This might be one of those things I don't want to do in the dark, though. What do we have here? Take a peek. Oh, it just looks like an area where we get cargo. Is there a trailer or anything we'd want to take a look at? That's not a trailer. Okay. I think I see a hole. Right here. We'll have to see how it develops. Go ahead and grab something. I don't think I might be able to squeeze in between those two trees. Might be more of a certain thing. If I squeeze... I'm not sure what I'm winching to there. You squeeze, but yeah, I think a squeeze, winch to a bush. You could squeeze in between these two trees, but I don't know if that's going to work because then there's a bunch of other trees. Yeah, I think we're going to have to squeeze between these two. I just don't know if I can. Alright, hold on. We're going to need to back up. If I can get the angle. Now it's dark. Yeah, I don't know if I can make that in between, but we're going to give it a try. Because I think the other path is not going to work out. So I think it's just a matter of whether the branches of the tree on the left stop me. I mean, they're trying. Okay. We're wedged in there pretty good, but if we winch to something else, we'll be golden. I think that's a tree that we can winch to. I can't really see what's in front of me, but it all looks like smaller trees we can just plow through. Oh, we lost whatever I was winched to, but that's alright. Am I within range of the pole? Can't see where my range is because the dark is kind of, or the headlights are kind of obscuring it. I don't know what I'm winching to, but we'll just go with it. I just need to get within range of the pole of the tower, and then we should be golden. Still a ways out, huh? Well, I might have the ability to move forward here. How about now? There we go. Alright, cool. Last tower. Not gonna get as good a view at night, but alright, let's see what we got. Alright, we got a trailer, a quest, another quest, but it's a timed one. I've been ignoring the time quests. I figure you wait until you get the best trucks you can get to do those, so you just know you're gonna get the... Because I think there's tiered rewards, and you want the best reward, obviously. Alright, I'd say the only thing I would really want to do on this map is just be certain. Where was that truck? was over here somewhere, right? I don't remember where it was. We saw a truck on the map when I first came on the map. I want to say it was over here somewhere. But I'm not seeing it now. I'm not saying it's not there, I just... Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay, that's kind of a ways away. I suspect it's a quest. But just to be certain, I figure we should check it. Because if it's just to drive up to it and you get the truck... Well, then that's easy enough, right? I don't know how muddy this ground's gonna be. Not very. Alright, a little worrisome because we don't have any trees here. I think we'll be okay. Alright, I can't really see what I'm doing here. This is probably not advisable. So this is what I'm gonna do. Because I can't see, and that kind of stuff is bad when I can't see that. Because I don't know how bad I am stuck. We're gonna start the adventure with our other truck getting it over to White Valley. So let's grab International Lodestar. Okay. Turn on our headlights. So to get there, we just have to follow this road. It's fairly easy. And then once we're there, we have to figure it out. So I really like this truck because it's got all-wheel drive always on and diff lock always on. And it seems to do just really fantastically. It's got good power. It's not necessarily the fastest. It's not super slow by any means. And I think it would be faster than the Hummer. Well, here's going to be a real test for it. But what I've seen from this truck is just what you saw. It has a tendency to just power through things like they're not even there. That snow would have bogged down the Hummer, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, this thing's really good. I held off on it for a while because it's really expensive for a scout vehicle. But once you get all the upgrades on it, which does take time, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good starting vehicle per se. But it is really good. Like, really good. But I have it upgraded about as much as it can be, I'm pretty sure. And it does really well. I'd say the only problem is the pickup bed doesn't come... It comes with a decent amount of fuel. I think it comes with 100 liters, which is pretty high for the other scout vehicles that can come with fuel. I think the Scout can have much more than that. I don't remember exactly how much it comes with the roof rack one. I want to say it's like 140, but I don't know if I'm remembering that correctly. I know it comes with 300 repairs, which is also really good. That's one of the reasons why the Scout vehicle is pretty viable even later on, because it can carry a decent amount of supplies, both fuel and repairs, for a Scout vehicle. Oh. I thought I clarified that you could go this way. Not sure where those waypoints came from. Okay, so it's not going to be as easy to get to this as I thought. I'm pretty sure I tested that. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was like, I want to test it, and then I thought I had. So we can get there from Mountain River, but we can't get there from Northport, which would make things a lot easier on me. I don't remember what the journey is like to get there from the other map. But the other map has a lot of paved roads. It does have some blockages that I haven't cleared yet. At least I don't think I have. So that is something we're going to have to deal with, but it'll be fine. I would say the only thing about this truck, I'm not sure if I like the way the engine sounds or not. I think it's okay, but it's kind of raspy. It's not as fuel efficient as the Hummer, but it also has more fuel than the Hummer, so makes up for it a little bit. We also have to consider that it's all-wheel drive all the time, so it's not bad for that setup. I figure we might as well get fuel even though we didn't burn all that much. Yeah, but I really like this as a scout vehicle. I like the way it looks, too. I don't know why, but I just really like the way it looks. With the pickup bed, I think it looks really nice. Yeah, again, it just powers right through here. Yeah, I'd say it's moving around the map pretty well. Putting the chains on here and just moving on these roads, I definitely I think it's quicker than the Hummer is in that vein. And if it can handle the terrain better than the Hummer, then it's just straight up better than the Hummer in most circumstances. The only thing the Hummer has on it is probably fuel efficiency. Okay. Where do we need to go? So this bridge is out. And yeah, if that bridge was repaired, it would be really easy to get there. So I have a choice. We can go all the way around, which would require me to go, because this is blocked as well. Go all the way up here. Oh, here, then over here, then all the way down that way. That would be the easiest path. The shortest path would be presumably this way, but I've not actually been down this road. So I don't know how hard it is, but I guess there's one way to find out. I think in this situation, though, we wait until morning, because I don't know what to expect, and this road's probably going to be difficult. I suspect it will be anyway. So, make it 6 in the morning, turn off our headlights. But hey, we want to test this thing, let's see what it can do. Yeah, but I kind of avoided this road because I assumed it would be bad. And I don't think I'm going to be wrong here. I also don't know how it goes up to that bit we're trying to get to, which is another reason why I avoided it, because I wasn't really clear how this gets us where we need to get going. I guess there was a possibility of a secret over here. I didn't see anything, but I wasn't really looking for it either. See, I'm not even using low range. We're getting through a lot of this. I do have the extended winch, but we don't really have any strong winch points, but I think we'll be able to get through okay. Now we're using a low range and getting through. I think that was pretty good at performance. I definitely think the Hummer would have struggled there. And I think many other vehicles would have too, so... I'm not saying this is the best scout vehicle in the game. I think it's hard to say that any vehicle is the best in the game. I think they all have their applications. Ooh, got a little bit of engine damage here. We do have the repairs, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, I think this gets us where we need to go. Yep. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I think with any other vehicle that might have been really difficult, but I'm sorry, but I can't not praise this thing. It is amazing. Oh, let's get fuel. Again, we don't really need it too much, but if we're gonna be here, why not? I wish there was more cosmetic options you could do with this truck. That would be my one thing. But okay, well that was pretty quick. Get where we need to. I'm curious what you need to do to get that other path open. I'm gonna guess it's some kind of quest. Some quest somewhere opens that path. From the first map to this last map. I don't think this path is necessarily a super big deal. It's a little longer, sure. It's also going to open out a completely different spot. Maybe that spot is advantageous for some reason. Because, like, if you think about Drummond Island, until you get the bridges repaired, they're two separate areas that are broken by a river that's kind of hard to get around. You can't do it. Because most of the maps in the game are designed for that. Okay. So we have a watchtower over to our left. Let me use the mouse so we can around a little. Ooh, this map seems to be fairly large. That's 4 watchtowers, 5 watchtowers. Yeah, this map looks really big. Now, a lot of that's water. Oh, look at that. I bet you there's a way to cross into that. Crazy. Any vehicles or anything? Wouldn't you know it? That looks like a vehicle right there. We might have to take that look at that. I don't know if I want to do that right away. Now, there's supposedly a garage on here. So getting to the garage is going to be a priority. And then we can check out things like that and take way more risks on this map if we find a garage. Now, I don't know where the garage is going to be. This is a situation where I think we should probably do waypoints. Well, not that complicated, but I think there's a road here that we're going to need to take. So, alright, we'll start with this watchtower that's closest. And my goal right now is just to find the garage. I suspect that the garage is probably close to wherever the other tunnel is. There's a tunnel over here. Well, then we're going in the right direction if that's my suspicion. Maybe we just need to hit the, from the other side. Oh, okay. That would be the explanation why that side is blocked. Okay, well, let's see what it's all about. Oh, I need the brake. The last earthquake left quite an impact on the whole region. Case in point, the old tunnel is now blocked by rubble. Okay, so now we know what the catastrophe here is. It was an earthquake. Okay. I was gearing up to get in touch and ask you for help. But now that you're here... Alright. I don't know what we need to do for that just yet. But that's probably going to be a priority at some point. Is getting that tunnel fixed. I was wrong about the garage, though. Oh, that watchtower looks like it's going to be a pain in my ass. I would bet you money that there's no way to get to it from this side. Because there's a river. There's a river right here. In between. Now, there's a crossing here. But for all I know, this road takes us to here, and that's all it does. So we're probably better off just reversing and going back where we came. Because I don't think this is what we're going to want to do right now. It was good that we figured out why that tunnel doesn't work. And now that we know that, and knowing is half the battle after all. So it would be fix the bridge, then fix that. That would be the, I think, the order. I think that bridge was complicated, though. Okay, now let me take a look. Yeah, so I think we follow this road to get to that watchtower. Well, we didn't know that that's how it was going to look until we went over that way, so that's kind of part of the exploration process. Oh, this is all paved. Yep, there it is. Just the question is, how do we get up to it? So I'm going to be... Looks like there is a road that goes up to it. We could be cheeky and just try and drive up to it. I see a path, but the problem is, that being snow, there's a really good chance we get bogged down. And there's not a lot to winch to, so I'm going to take the safer path and see if we can find whatever road that we need to get there. Might be a lot longer to do it this way, but... If this was any other map, I would probably go for it. Alright, I'm gonna assume this is the map, but let's just be certain. Or map, the direction. Well, what else? Where else could it be, right? So we go here, we go here, we go there, and then we figure out from there where we need to go. Do I repair the damage while we're sitting here? Yeah, sure. So 17 points to repair of 150 that we got, and then to remind myself how much fuel we have. I think it's 100. Yeah. I'll do it. Why not? We're still doing okay on fuel. Supposedly there's a warehouse this way. You know, I wasn't paying attention if there was a sign that said garage. I don't suspect that this watchtower is going to really uncover all that much, because it's kind of out where it seems like there's not a whole lot of stuff, but I'm not going to take that turn. I'm just going to go straight down. I don't want to flip. I've never had this truck flip, but I haven't used it a lot, so I don't know what its tendencies are, but I don't think it has that tendency to really flip easily. It seems to have a fairly wide wheelbase. And it's not too top-heavy, comparatively speaking. Okay, I'm going to assume we go up north now. Let me just double-check here. Wow, that road goes all the way up. Oh, geez. It's possible we were supposed to go the other way. Well, I mean, if it comes down to that, I will just attack it. I'll just go at it. Up the ridge, if we gotta go that way. But I'm gonna give it a chance to see if there is a easier path here. Oh, got a scout fuel thing, so might as well fuel up here. Let's see what this task is. Search and rescue. You're the angel I've been praying for. There's a fishing spot on an island nearby, connected to the shore by a small stretch of land. I got floated over with my car still on the far side. Okay, so that's the car. And it didn't say that it was a reward, but we can double check that. Yeah, you just get money. It's a Scout 800. And that's it. So there's no reason to go over there now. I mean, unless we're going to do that quest, but we're not going to be doing that quest. Oh, okay, here we go. Just go along this road, and then that's where we get. All right, cool. Again, let's just go ahead and refuel here. So let's all get our extra fuel fueled up as well. All right, fairly simple. You grab that car, and I can even see it from here, just across the way. Then bring it to where that little white box is. We're not gonna do that right now. Our priority is uncovering the map and finding where the garage is. Once I get the garage, I can start thinking about doing things like that. Now, this truck easily could do that job, but again, priorities are different right now. It's tempting because we're right there, but you know what? I'm just gonna go straight up again. Why waste time doing these bends if you don't have to? Same thing here. I'm just gonna go straight up. This truck doesn't really care. Man, I love this thing. I really didn't expect it. I expected it to be kind of a... because it looks like a delivery van. Like, when you look at, like, the picture when you're looking at the store, like, it does not look like it would be that capable of a vehicle. Like, you think it's more about utility. Like, oh, it's going to come with, like, repair supplies, which it can do. Or something like that. Fuel or something like that. Like, it's more about logistics. But it's really capable. I think this is the way. I did suspect that it would use an actual truck engine, because that's what the description said. Okay. Let's get our scenic view. Yeah, real pretty. Alright. I am not seeing much. I didn't suspect there would be much. Okay, I'm going to take a tea pouring break here. Then we'll plan out where the next watchtower we're going to go to is. I like that this map is the size it is. Let me take a look at the map now. Okay. Maybe go to that one first. There's also the guesswork on where do we think the garage is. That's a service hub. I'm actually not sure why we know it's there because I haven't actually seen it. That's not a garage though. Service hub is a different thing. Oh, is there an airfield here? That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I see structures. That just looks like a gas station. This is probably like a lumber mill or some kind of factory or something. There is a truck there. Or a trailer. It might be a trailer. Or it might be nothing. It's probably nothing. This is a factory for sure. So I'm not seeing what could possibly be the garage yet. Do I want to go all the way back the way I came, or do I just want to go down the hill? It'd be a little bit of a bummer if I didn't make it, but I kind of don't want to do that snaking path again. So I just have to kind of look around and see what would be a good spot to make this attempt. We might be able to do it here. If I can keep to the right here. Probably go on the other side of this tree. A little worried this rock might flip me, though. Alright, put it on low range so we don't roll down the hill too fast. I don't recommend doing this, by the way. But I got lazy. So I'm gonna do it. We might have to force our way past the guardrail, but... Alright, I don't think we need to slow down that much now. Is there a way around the guardrail that I don't have to just ram it? Yeah, there's a way up there. Around. I don't know how easy it's going to be able to get to it, but... We don't have to do that if we don't want to. If it looks dicey, I'll just ram the guardrail and get over it that way. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to flip myself. But I'm kind of committed, so... Alright. You may be wondering, why are you going up? You're not supposed to be going up. Well, I was afraid if I went to the left there, that I would have flipped. Yeah, this thing just does not give a damn. I might still flip. I mean, the proper way to handle an angle like this... Yeah, it's bad. We don't want to go any further forward. I don't know how to handle, like, how to do this. I think the proper thing here is just take the angle that looks like it might be dicey and give ourselves a safety line. Come on, let me do it. So... I really wish I knew what I was winching to. I bet you that's not something. Well, there's one way to find out. Yeah, okay. If in doubt, give it a tug. Is that... Why am I not winching to this tree right in front of me? Is this the tree? No. There's a tree right in front of me. What the hell? Winch to the tree. Oh, is that the winch point for the tree? Yeah, some of these winch points are kind of silly. Alright, so this is just our safety line. If we start to flip, because we're going to turn that way if we turn that at all. It will save us. I think we're past the danger point. But, just to be sure, we'll do the same thing on this tree. So, that's not the tree I wanted, but I guess it'll work. If we start to turn, that will be the way we turn, so... Well, it will be the opposite way of we turning. Or, bleh! It'll be the opposite of the direction we'd fall, so it would grab us. I highly recommend that if you are ever doing something like that where it's... don't know how risky it is. Just grab a safety line. Sometimes the problem is you don't have something to grab onto, and then obviously you just have to take the risk if you're gonna go ahead with it. But there is a possibility I would have made that just fine and I would not have flipped, but why take the risk? Alright. Not exactly sure where we need to go just yet. What does this sign say? Tunnel and factory. Okay. I suspected the one area would be a factory. Yeah, we just keep going along that. Because it looks like it gets us at least in the direction of the watchtower. I suspect it won't be all that straightforward, but we'll worry about that when it happens. What do we got here? Nothing. At least not at the moment. Just trying to take a peek at what that's all about. I don't know. Guess it's just a place to park your car. I don't know. There's a quest here. I guess we might as well hit that up. Oh, hello, truck. That looks like a truck you might get as a reward. Yes, it's a Dairy Longhorn 3194. Okay. That, I think, is one of the more expensive trucks, so that's probably worth doing. So what do we have to do with this one? Seems like our airfield crew managed to get our tow truck stuck in the creek nearby. Usually I just call another one to pull it out, but that's the only one we have right now. Think you could give it a try? That truck looks really heavy. I mean, we're definitely not doing it with this. It looks like a just deliver it job rather than a repair it. So, yeah. Well, at least we know that there is a possibility of getting maybe a cool truck there. But I suspect it's going to be really heavy, so we're going to want to have kind of a heavy-duty truck to do the job. Oh, I should take a look at the map. Okay, so we're on the wrong side of a river for this one. Until we figure out how to cross that river, I think we just keep going. Can I see the watchtower from here? I can't turn the camera on away to see the watchtower. It's possible you can cross the river right there. I do see a road here. Oh. There's a road right here. It goes around. Alright, so we've actually found the road. Alright, we'll back up and turn around. Ow. Okay, I could have done that a little bit more patiently, but alright. I'm just going to repair that damage, because why not? It might hurt our power or our fuel efficiency, so I would prefer that not be the case. Come on, kick in. Probably should have turned on the engine before I took out the handbrake, but... Alright. There's going to be a road off to our right. And this may be the only way across. I mean, maybe not, but hard to say at the moment. This is probably it. Oh, wait, no. Go a little further. Forgot that's that little spot we were peeking at, and we were like, what? I was like, what? What is that? Yeah. Okay. This is it. Yeah, I'll probably send this thing to Russia too. I mean, we have that APC over in Russia, but I think the big problem with that thing is it's big, and it had seemingly a pretty bad turning circle. Now, it could get through terrain, and I don't even know what kind of tires it had. If it doesn't even have that good of tires, then that makes it a pretty amazing vehicle. So, if I can get that and upgrade it, that would be a pretty good scout vehicle from a, it can get over any kind of terrain aspect. I don't know if it makes it the best scout vehicle for the reasons I just said. Bad turning circle, rather sizable. Might be hard to go through heavy woods or what have you, like we've done with some previous things. Okay. So conceivably we go over the river here at some point. Ow. Yeah, it looks like we're at that point now. Oh, there's something up ahead. Possibly an upgrade. Really wish I would stop running into things. Are all vehicles wheeled? I think so. It would be cool if that wasn't... Yeah, that's definitely probably an upgrade. Alright, so we haven't gotten to... So we're not supposed to cross the river yet, but, I mean, we're right here at an upgrade, so... It doesn't seem like it'd be that bad to get to it. I do have a snorkel, so... And it looks rocky, so we're not likely to get bogged down here. As far as I know, though, all the vehicles are wheeled. Maybe that's something they're going to change in the future. Ah! I keep falling off the upgrade. Because it's rock. Alright. Yeah. An engine. Military-grade engine variant designed for ultimate power output. Alright, let's see. Oh, it goes in the Hummer. Don't I already have this? Oh, no, there is... Yeah, there definitely is another engine for the Hummer. Okay. I forgot that I didn't have that. I do have a 60.2-liter engine in that vehicle, but this is an upgraded version. I think the main benefit of that one is just durability. I don't know if it comes with any more power. So, I'd have to take a look at it. We technically did the exploration the Hummer needed to do on that other map. Okay, let me make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah. Come on. I'm worried about this rock, so we're just gonna go around it. If you ever wonder when you're driving why the vehicle sometimes like lurches or like loses power suddenly and you hear a ka-chunk, that's just a changing gear. Not really the smoothest gear change. I don't know if this game is simulating manual transmissions or what with that kind of clunkiness. I'm not really driven big trucks like this, so I can't really speak on how an automatic transmission in a truck like this would work. But usually automatics are much smoother operating. Now they do have downsides, but that's usually one of their advantages. This river seems to have a lot of momentum behind it, but alright, let's see where we're at. Yeah, it seems like the road takes us pretty much directly there, which I guess isn't too surprising, as we're going quite a bit out of our way to get here. Oh shit. That was a panic grab. Thankfully, this didn't flip. So this just kind of indicates that this is not a truck that has that tendency to flip. Because I think if it had, it would have done so right there. But it was close. No way an automatic could handle this frame. I don't know. I mean, this is an older vehicle, so I don't know what it would have. Most older trucks are going to have, like the bigger trucks are going to have manual transmissions. That's actually one of the things that they had a problem, because in the US, I'm sure this is true in a lot of countries, there's a real shortage of truck drivers. And one of the difficulties they were having getting recruiting is the fact that many of the trucks, especially older ones, were all manuals, and many newer drivers didn't know how to drive one. Because manual transmissions in a truck, from what I understand, again, I've never driven a big truck like this, are actually much more difficult to drive than a normal manual transmission because of just the sheer number of gears that they tend to have. And it can be pretty tiring to drive them, from what I understand. Alright. So one of the ways that they've been trying to get their recruitment up and get retention of drivers up as well is try and transition to more automatics. That's more of an ease of drivability rather than a capability decision, I think. Okay. There's a trailer store there, but that is indeed a factory. We do have a way through here, and that does take us down this way, so I think we're just going to stick with that, because there's a bridge out here. We might not actually have any choice but to go this way. Alright. Should probably put it in low range because we're going down a slope here. The drones take over all the... I don't know. It's kind of interesting. At least in the U.S., there is a lot of the load is being done by trucks. A lot more than I think a lot of people realize. But we've got a big country, and I guess that, you know, makes sense for that. So I don't know. I don't know how viable drones would be. Haven't really thought about it. Alright. Okay, so that way's blocked, but this way is not. Which, that's the way we want to go, so we're fine. Of course, when you say drones, do you just mean autonomous trucks? You know, the funny thing is, the U.S. used to have a ton of rail development. Like, where I live in Ohio, there's a lot of rail lines that just became abandoned. And a lot of them have been disused for so long that I don't even know if they're functional. I know there's one area I used to live where they dug up the tracks and replaced it with a walking path. Because it just wasn't, it had become disused to the point that wasn't being maintained anymore. So yeah, we used to. Where I live in Ohio, though, there was also a lot of use of canals, and a lot of that stuff has been deconstructed as well. That was one of the cool things in Akron, Ohio. Going to look at the lock system of the canals. But I think a lot of that stuff has been torn up because the locks, I guess, aren't very environmentally friendly to fish or something. I don't really remember what the rationale was for them tearing up the locks. I mean, I guess they weren't using it either, so... But for those of you guys that don't know, Akron, Ohio used to be the headquarters of a lot of the tire industry. It's headquarters of Firestone. But in the 70s, all that stuff got shut down, so... I think a lot of the problem in the U.S. is just an after effect of suburbanization. Because in the 40s and earlier, a lot of the population was urban, and at that point, the infrastructure was fairly good. But with the suburbanization, you spread all that people out, and it's a lot... The infrastructure for the urban areas become a lot less important, so they stop getting maintained. And we just had decades of deterioration of our infrastructure, pretty much. The emphasis has moved away from trains and other things to highways. I think some of that's coming back around in the US. The lifestyle people have is changing. And I think younger people are becoming much more urban-oriented, but it's kind of a slow change. I'm Mark, I run the local sawmill. I was thinking of expanding my warehouse, but the issue is that the bricks I ordered didn't make it here because of the recent earthquake. Could you fetch it for me? Alright, well, I'm going to accept the quest, but we're not probably going to do that. Well, we're not. Definitely not going to do it with this truck. Oh, I thought there was a path here, just a turnaround point. I can only speak for my own area, though, with a lot of that. I know the city where I live near, Cleveland, has improved, like, public transportation quite a bit over the more recent times. But that's going from really, really crap, non-existent public transportation to something is quite a bit of an improvement. But I think in the US, the landscape is changing. I think we will go away from that suburban lifestyle. Then again, who knows? Maybe my generation, as they get older, will go right back towards it. It's like the American dream, right? Is to have your white picket fence and all that nonsense. So I don't know. It depends on whether my generation carries forward that American dream or not. If that ideal dies with our generation, it's possible that we'll go back to, well, a different lifestyle perhaps, but... or change our lifestyle altogether, I don't know. I mean, it really comes down to what people can afford, too, obviously. If living in an urban environment is too expensive, then people aren't going to do it.